ang mga alaala ng kanyang mga nagawa para sa Pilipinas. Si dating Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte, minahal ng kanyang mga taga-suporta dahil sa kanyang tapang at malasakit. Sa loob ng 6 na taon, itinaguyod ng kanyang administrasyon ang isang gobyerno para sa tao. Isang Pilipinas na mas ligtas, mas maunlad at mas may respeto sa batas. Ngunit hindi lang infrastruktura ang itinayo, kundi isang pundasyon ng isang bansang may kakayahang ipagtanggol ang sarili.
We will make a clear coordinate to infrastructure in the Philippines. We are going to build the will. By the end of my term, I hope and pray to hand over an economy that is much stronger, characterized by solid growth, low and stable inflation, dollar reserves, and robust fiscal position. I believe the Philippines will be very strong military.
I hereby declare Marawi City liberated from the terrorist influence that marks the beginning of the Republic.
I have said before, as you perform your duties according to the rule of law, I will take care of your needs.
Itong tutudasin ko talaga sila sa tapos. Yung talks are over. No more talks. And I will go after the legal funds.
No peace talks can ever succeed under me or under any other president if you do not stop attacking government forces and even civilian leaders.
Law and order means you have to destroy, not really fight, but destroy the Communist Party of the Philippines.
Kahas din pinagkaan Duterte ang mga oligarko at mga mananamantala sa bansa.
Kayo na sa bayan. Pag may tanim pa dyan, lahat kayo alis. Kaya ako mamatay, maulong ng aeroplano, I am very happy. Alam mo bakit? Sabi ko, without declaring martial law, I dismantle the oligarchy that control the economy of the Philippines. Without declaring martial law, sinira ko yung mga tao na kumaawa sa ekonomiya at politika. At hindi nagbabayad. They take advantage sa kanilang political power. Itong Pilipinas, ito para lang sa mga taong naghirap. Kayo ang protektahan ko. O mga mayaman, talagang kalaban mo yan.
Nagkaroon ng isang lider na tumindig laban sa dikta ng layuan at itinaguyod ang isang independent foreign policy.
The Philippines will pursue an independent foreign policy.
Gone are the days when the Philippines decides and acts in the shadows of the great powers. We may need your help, but we will not do it at the expense of the dignity of the Philippines.
Ngunit ang naging matulog sa lahat, ang kampanya laban sa iligal na droga.
That I am committed to stop drugs. We will eliminate the drug lords once and for all. We have to stop this practice sa bilibid. Bitawan na ninyo yan o kainin na ninyo ngayon ang supply ninyo. Kung hindi ako ng presidente, hindi talaga niyo malaman ano ko. Because even I myself, when the reality was there, when I became president, started to squeeze everybody. then you saw the hundreds of thousands surrendering to the police. I was really horrified.
Dahil sa kanyang matibay na paninindigan, siya ay naging target ng matinding pangingisda at panunuya mula sa loob at labas ng bansa. Ngunit hindi siya natinag, hindi siya umurong. Sapagkat para sa kanya, ang tunay na leader ay hindi nasusukat sa papuri, kundi sa pagtupad sa pangako sa bayan.
So I do not expect human rights, I do not expect Obama, I do not expect the EU to understand me. Do not understand me. And if you think it is high time for you guys to withdraw your assistance, go ahead. We will not beg for it. Your concern is human rights. Mine is human life.
Despite are you interfering in the affairs of my country and other countries? Ano gave you authority? By what divine law gave you the authority to prosecute me in a foreign land?
We will never compromise our dignity as a people.
May I address again to ako po'y nagduble ang pagod para sa iyo, para sa kapakanan mo. Seryoso ko. In this quest, I will put at stake my honor, my life, and presidency itself.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day.